started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason... is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Woods. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They'll get him. Down at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt, this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It stops it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Fires downfield. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. Next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go.
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw. It's Russell. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. They'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll go out of bounds, and he did not get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the football. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Back to the ground game on the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll... And this offense is rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly to the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woods. Grab near the sticks, it's Terry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Terry. There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The receiver on a jet sweep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Woods. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he... Explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Woods. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Racing down the left side. Touchdown time. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Woods. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back down.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Working that left side now. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Off play action. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They're working that left side. And he gets... the 44-yard line. Be a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught close to the marker. It's Thompson. Open field on the touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Woods. Immediately fires to the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Snags it on the right. Sophomore makes play and hauling in that pass. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that. but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scratch. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throwing on the rock. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Fights off a defender. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Got a little space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Reese, I know you're quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to...
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Get set, get set.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides.